I have books. I have books. I have books. I have books. I got books and I'm so excited, and admittedly, I got too many. She would start this up the minute I start filming. Mila. Whatever it is, it's not that important. Before I was so rudely interrupted, I got way too many books. And I know this because of 2 reasons. Actually, 3 reasons. That's how bad this is. For one, when I was ordering the packages, I felt the moment of hesitation. And I'm an impulse buyer. Like, don't get me wrong, this was an impulsive buy. But I needed it because I'm sad. I'm not depressed or anything like that. I don't think I'm depressed anyways. Yeah, but I'm just sad in general, okay? I have to work all the time. I go to school all the time. I have homework all the time. I have no time for friends. Then the friends I do have, like, I love them and all, but I just can't hang out with them anymore that often. I am such a brat. These are all very little problems. I have not been reading. I have not finished the book in so long. It makes me so sad. And I just have not read anything I, like, love. Like, I just truly love. Like, I want to cuddle with, and that's when we had, like, that moment of just, like, I was sad. I was feeling even more particularly sad because my stupid Kel Funko Pop hasn't gotten here yet. It has shipped though. Woo toot toot. It should be here tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. Jabber roll up the partition, please. It should be here tomorrow, so be excited. I also got a Will Herondale one. And then that very same day, the stupid Fairy Loot Queen of Nothing box sold out, and it was the box I was saving for. Me and my friend Michael were both trying to buy that stupid box for me at the same time at 8 a.m. the moment it went on sale. And guess what? It just sold out. Like, we were there. We were there. We were there on time. We were ready. The websites were pulled up at 7:50 because we knew it was going to be a Wakanda forever moment. I don't know. But we lost. And as they say, the winners tell history. So I will forever be known as one of the bitter, petty fangirls, I don't know, of the Queen of Nothing who was mad at Fairy Loot. And I was not mad at Fairy Loot. I was mad because of the premises of it all. I was there on time. I was ready to go. I had my car out. I was waiting. I put all my information in, and as soon as I thought I reached the finish line, someone speeded past me and got the box before I did. So a particularly sad day. And so here I was, feeling sad, had this extra, I don't know, $50 or more because I couldn't get the stupid box I wanted. I was just on my phone and I thought, you know what, I'll buy some books I've been wanting for the longest time. Books I've thought about getting and I just never do because I'm an idiot. And I went in intending to buy, I don't know, 2 books, and I left with 17 in my cart. And I thought, should I really spend this much money? And then finally I said, "Time to bring me my money." Yeah! And that's why I'm getting this book haul today. But don't worry, I'm doing fine. I'm fine. My mental health is through the roof in all goodness and greatness and light, and I have books now and I can escape the real world. So I'm fine. Fun fact, this video was supposed to be an unboxing video, and I actually did the unboxing. I was looking cute that day. I was feeling good that day, believe it or not. And I was so excited, and I unboxed all of it in front of the stupid camera, and all the storage was full. And I was like, OMG, this video was so great. I had so much fun. My energy was amazing, and my camera storage was full. I'm fine. And part of the reason I'm fine, let's bring out this little sugar booger, is because I got all 10 books in the Kate Daniel series finally. Like I was saying before, oh my god, 10 books is really hard to just hold in your lap. Like I was saying before, I tried to get books that I really wanted for the longest time. Books that I read before and I thought, oh yeah, I just want to own them to support the author. Or because a lot of the time when I read ebooks, they're just falling. They're falling everywhere. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. I was trying to buy books that I knew I enjoyed, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that, and instead I bought books like Wilder Girls or The Wicked Fox. I got that at some point this year. I don't know. Anywho, so I got the Kate Daniels books, and I guess I can say them in order. I feel like because it's a book haul, I'm obligated to give you guys descriptions because that is one thing I cannot do and I will not do, actually. I just kind of suck. I don't give descriptions. I am a whore. You can burn me at the stake. The first book in the Kate Daniels series is Magic Bites. This is of course the introduction. And it was not until I actually start this video that I realized how freaking shady the people that work at Amazon or whoever packaged this book to me are. Because you see this? I did not notice this before. Do you see it now? Like, is it clear to you? But the page, if you open it, as you can see, was bent down. Therefore, oh, look at that. It's not noticeable about how horribly this freaking page is scaled. Kate Daniels is about a girl named, you guessed it, Kate Daniels. Here's just a smart little cookie. Kate Daniels is like this super kick butt mercenary. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. When you read a series that's at least more than 3 books long, you kind of just see your character grow up and go on a journey. For example, talk to any Throne of Glass fan about the first Throne of Glass book, and I promise to God they're gonna have a really hard time recalling every single thing that you're talking about because holy crap, that happened. Or that was a thing at some point. I mean, I guess it was, but the fact that that was a thing is kind of just shocking because you just come so far, you know, and it's like, oh my god, that did happen. That's kind of like Kate Daniels for me. She's a mercenary and she's in like this, not dystopian world I would say, but kind of like an apocalyptic world, but not like apocalypse like zombie-ish, you know, but kinda. Let me describe. So pretty much magic has taken over everything. The world used to have this perfect balance of magic and technology, but then humans started to dabble with magic too much and magic just started to take over and overrule technology. But this overruling of magic was too much. It was too bad. And so eventually magic just kind of collapsed and went away and left the world in rubble. That's when technology started winning out, and instead of dabbling in magic, people started to face technology. But of course, knowing our world, we just used too much technology and the world collapsed again, and that's how we have Kate Daniels. Now magic and technology are just kind of battling out and these magical creatures are here. Magic is winning and so technology is kind of just eroding away. Computers aren't a thing in this world. Cars are very unreliable, so a lot of people just use horseback. And at this point, it's not like the beginning, it's more like 30 to 50 years into it, I believe. So it's not so much as her making adjustments, but it's more so like her fighting off the creatures that have come back with magic and us just kind of following her journey. I also think that this book series has one of the best slow burns ever, you guys. Best couples ever. Like, honestly, I was not liking the main guy at first, but he grew on me a lot, and now I just kind of adore them, and they are one of the best examples of a healthy relationship I can think of. It's honestly one of the funniest series I've ever read, and I'm talking like Percy Jackson funny, or like The Gentleman's Guide funny. It's just hilarious to me. I absolutely love it. Awesome. Fantastic. So don't knock it until you try it. I was ready to knock it. Book number 1 is not the greatest, but I promise you, once you get past book number 1, it's very awesome. So the next book I got is a book I've been wanting for literally ever because I think it may be my favorite book of 2019, and I'm talking like I love it more than The Wicked King, and I literally talk about that book in every single video. I'm not playing around with you. And it's The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. More people need to read Truly Devious. I am so tired of missing this series and going on Tumblr and there's no content. And it's not even one of those situations where it's like, oh, I'm super into this thing, but you're like 4 years late, so everything just kind of has cobwebs on it because no one's really interacting with it anymore. That's pretty much what happened to me with the Penguin series. Please read that series so I have someone to talk to about it. But people just aren't reading this series and it's so great. If you guys do not know, the Truly Devious trilogy, the last book's not out yet, but it's a trilogy. It's about a girl named Stevie Bell. She's going to go to the school called Ellington Academy, and every year they accept 100 students, 50 boys, 50 girls, and they all have these really unique interests and talents. They're prodigies in their own little sections. So they go to this little private boarding school in order to like kind of live out their things and their dreams and excel at them in the best place possible. That's going to be providing them with the best materials in order to do that. Stevie's thing is true crime, and she is obsessed with the Ellington Academy famous like kidnapping murder case, and her goal in life is to freaking solve it, and we're just here following her, and it's so amazing. And I do not even like mysteries. I am not a mystery type girl. The only mystery I want is the mystery of life. I've had enough of it. So the fact that I found entertainment and enjoyment in this book series says a lot, okay? this is just Aaron giving book recommendations at this point. I mean, if you're not even like a mystery person, it just has so many other aspects to it that I think you'll enjoy it. And yes, for all those people who have read this stupid book, I do like David. Anywho, I finally got it and I literally left the place for it. I did a book organization video and I literally left a space open next to Truly Devious in April because I was planning on buying this book soon, and now it's September, like 4 months later, and I'm finally getting it. So she has a home. Also, if you guys want more proof that I'm fine, just look at my bookshelf. She's totally organized. This shelf did not fall down because my stupid closet door also fell down. Nope, it's proof that I am okay. Next up, I got a series that I've never read it before. So this series is actually new. Did not actually follow the guidelines. But I know I'm gonna love it because people are always posting like the little screenshots or pictures of it on Twitter. And let me just tell you, I'm already a stan of the Winter's Trilogy. Listen, all I know is that it's angsty and that the romance is bomb. I'm not sure this is a spoiler because I've never read the books before, but people be tweeting this quote a lot, and I think about it all the time because I was like, oh, I'm a whore. Apparently, the main love interest in this book said, alright, honey bunny, you can marry him, but be mine in secret. And is that morally wrong? Yes. But I never said I was morally right. So I'm into this. And so I got all 3 books. Actually, when I did my unboxing video, that will never happen, I only got the first book, The Winter's Curse, and I was like, oh, well, I'm super happy I got this. I've been meaning to read this forever. And it was not until I opened another box that I realized I got all 3 books, which goes to show you just how much I bought and how much I could not remember what I got because it was just so impulsive. So I'm really happy I have all 3 of them now because don't you hate it when you read a book and it's like the first book or second book in a series and now you just want the next book, but you just can't get it fast enough because, you know, that Amazon 2-day wait, sometimes it just ain't it. Like, it's obviously really quick shipping, but you want it now, or your library doesn't have it, or it's checked out, or maybe you want like a certain format and you just can't get it in that format yet. It's a very painful day. Next up, I got The Summer Palace by C.S. Pascat. This is a collection of short stories that goes along with the Captive Prince trilogy. I read that trilogy back in March, I believe, and I literally read all 3 books in a day. I was in school too, so I was literally reading those freaking pages in between class or during class, depending on the subject. And I was just not interested in Ionic Compounds when Laurent and Damon were just experiencing so much freaking lust and angst. But I kept on going on Tumblr, the place where I go when I'm missing a series. I just want to laugh about it. And people are just making amazing fan art based off the short stories in here, and I wanted to get it as soon as I learned about it. But at the time I did not have the $10 to buy this stupid short story collection. So I don't know, I thought I lost interest in the books, but then I was going back through my annotations one day and I was like, I love it so much, and it kind of made me re-want this. So I can't wait to read it. I'm sure it'll be kind of quick, and yeah. Next up, I got 2 books that I've been wanting forever, at least since I reread the first book and read the second book for the first time. But that is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick and The Boy Most Likely To by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I was obsessed with this book in 6th grade, I believe, or maybe 7th. I remember I stole it. You see, sometimes I would go to Lost and Found and I would see books that I wanted and I would say, well, if they lost it, they must not care about it very much, and I would steal it in middle school. Was it the right thing to do? Your Honor, I was a young person, and if Jeffree Star can get away with saying the N-word so many times, why can't I get away with stealing something from the Lost and Found? So I stole this book, and I loved this book, and I read this book, and I loved this book, and I was like, oh, I don't care anymore. I'm going to hell. Who cares? But then my cousin came one day. She's my older cousin. She just graduated from University of Memphis, so yay to her. She also just really enjoys novels, and so she just saw my bookshelf, and she asked if she could read this book. And of course I said yes, because I want to talk about books with people. She never finished though, and so she asked to take it back to Tennessee with her, and I said yes, because honestly, at the time, you could have asked to break my spine and paralyze me forever, and I would have said yes. My backbone non-existent. No, I did not have my original copy anymore, which is why when I was scrolling on this app called Sora that I got through my school that has like a whole digital library, and I saw My Life Next Door on there, I just thought, hey, I used to love this book and I forgot all about it, which reminds me of that video I literally just did about books I love but I can't remember. And so I just gave it another chance and I was obsessed all over again. I absolutely adored it. So My Life Next Door is about a girl named Samantha. She has a pretty much almost perfect like picket fence, 2 kids, no other parent except for her mom life, and also her mother is a politician, so she kind of has a lot of pressure to be perfect all the time. And because of that, she's always been very interested in her next door neighbors, who are pretty much the exact opposite of her. They are a big family, both parents are there. I mean, they have a kid, I believe that's like 21, down to a kid that's literally 2. And not even 2, a freaking baby. And that's what fascinates Sam, because her mom just criticizes these people and yet she doesn't really see where her criticisms are coming from. Like, yeah, their yard is messy, but it's out of love because they have fun together as a family. Or yeah, their kids are loud, but it's out of love because they have fun together as a family, and that's not something that she has. And so she's always been kind of watching them like they are these figures in the snow globe or in the movie, because they just fascinate her. And one day she talks to one of these figures named Jace. It's not so much as like a love story more than this about Sam kind of like breaking out of the shell that her mom has put her in. And it does deal a lot with like family life and kind of like living your own truth. And I feel like I'm making it sound really boring, but this is honestly very dramatic. Like, this book, ooh, takes quite the turn. So if you guys like want the drama and the plot twist, there you go. And I went to the second book, or more like companion novel. The Boy Most Likely To follows Tim, and he's a side character in this series, but he's a very important side character. Like, he definitely plays major roles in this book, and because of that you just kind of fall in love with him. So we finally get to be in his head in this novel, and it is amazing. I think a little bit more because of the main character and then the ending. As a whole, The Boy Most Likely To was not a great novel. I gave it 3 stars because I knew this. So my battery died, and I really can't remember what books I was talking about, but I think it was this series and me reflecting on how much I used to love it. So hopefully I'm right. And now I'm kind of doubting if my camera is recording. I'm gonna go check. Next up, I got another sequel that I just absolutely adored this year, and I just love it so much, and I finally have it, and that is The Rose and the Dagger. I like how the title was right here and I still had to think. The Rose and the Dagger is the... I never explained what My Life Next Door is about. Okay! Hi, I know what you're thinking. Erin, you just did. That was time travel, boo. Was time travel. So The Rose and the Dagger is the follow-up novel to The Wrath and the Dawn. And The Wrath and the Dawn is a retelling of, I think, 1,000 Nights or Arabian Nights. I never actually read the story. It was not something I grew up with, so if I'm wrong, what else is new? I'm itchy. What's going on? My makeup. It's about this girl named Shahrazad, and I think I'm saying her name right. If I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. Or just Shazi, which I should probably go with because I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She is seeking revenge in order to avenge her best friend that was killed by this king, that every single night he takes a new wife, and by sunrise she dead, and as you can guess, her best friend was one of them. Her goal is to not only kill this king, but also figure out why does he do this to all these girls. And as you guys can guess, it is a phenomenal love story. I mean, I fell in love with it, and let me tell you, that book was on my shelf for years. Like, I had no interest in picking it up. Like, I only got it because it was $4 at Half Price Bookstore, and a steal, my guy. Am I just gonna pass it up? Do I freaking look like... I was gonna say, do I look like Christopher Columbus just passing all the wrong countries and being oblivious? But I don't think that's a really good analogy. Finally read it because some friends told me to, and I loved it. And then I did not have the second book physically. Luckily, however, I was able to get it in like ebook format. But I just liked the series so much that I wanted the second book finally. I do also want to buy the hardcovers because they are gorgeous. But I emptied my bank account, so can't really do that now. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the last book I have to show y'all. Yeah, this is the last book I gotta show off. And that is The Merciful Crow. I actually did not buy this in my haul. I got it in the Shelf Love Crate August Take Flight box. And I do have the unboxing up by now. I should at least if I'm on schedule. So if you guys want to go watch that, go ahead. I really love the items that I got in that box. So go check them out. The Merciful Crow is apparently about this girl named Phi. Like... Phi or Fee is F-I-E. So it's either Phi or Fee. So Defi or Fee Fi Fo Fum, Fo Fa, Fo La, Fo Fee Fum, Photo. Let's just call her Fee. No, Fee is ugly, but Phi is also ugly. I guess if you replace the F with a T, it's Ty. So Phi? Either way, her name is Phi. She is an assassin. And I guess, like, I'm going to assume they're illegal because she's really concerned about the safety of her assassin folk, as one would be when you are an assassin. And then there's this prince named Jasamir, which I really love that name a lot actually, especially because I was kind of just glancing at this description before, if you can't tell. And Jasamir, I at first thought it was going to be like a girl, but it's Prince Jasamir, and I really like that, so... Yeah, good job, author Margaret Owen. He is escaping his mother, and his mother is like the crown queen, and she's insane. And I hope she's not like regular Queen Insane. Like there's Queen Cersei Insane, and then there's like Queen Alara from White Queen Insane. Just two completely different levels of Crazy Queen. You know, I feel like a lot of times when you get like Crazy Queen, Crazy King, they're always crazy in like the same way. Like yeah, what they did is diabolical, but it's so predictably diabolical that's not even diabolical anymore, you know what I'm saying? Jazz is like escaping his mother with his bodyguard, which I don't know why his bodyguard is here. I'm not even sure they really even said his bodyguard's name. Tavin, like Kevin. You know, I don't know what his mother has done, but he's on the run, and he enlists the help of our great girl Phi. I think it's kind of interesting. I know some people that have read it. I mean, I've only really heard praise, not like crazy praise in terms of just is all over my timeline. Red, White, and Royal Blues a little bit like that, but just casual praise, like, oh, I just read this book and I really liked it. But that's about where it's at. But yeah, that's my haul. I mean, it was, I believe, like 17, 18 books, somewhere close to 20, and larger than 15 books. I mean, I got books that I've been wanting forever, so is it a waste of money? No, I think it was just too much money at once. Like, I told myself I was only going to buy half the Kate Daniels books, and I said, oh crap, I'm buying all the Kate Daniels books so I can be fulfilled. And is it bad that I found happiness in physical objects? For sure, because that happiness can only last for so long, but it's there and I like it being there. So I feel like if you got a problem with that, that's your business, not mine. Let me spend my money and be broke forever. No, seriously, I'm going to be trying to save. I have a certain amount I want to save on both of my accounts. Checking in savings by December. That's my... But yeah, that's my haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And also, I never really even planned on doing book hauls because I never really got this many books at once. I mean, I did get like 8 books, I believe, in like July, but more than half of those were just summer reading books, and I wasn't really interested in them. So why would I act like you're going to be interested in them too, you know? But like these are all books I was wanting, I just wanted to talk about and to share. I mean, I'm kind of sad right now because this was totally not as fun for me as my unboxing video. Because, you know, the excitement wasn't there. But it's something that happened, and I hope will get posted because I can't have another failed video or else I'm going to fall into depression. But that's the end! So, what are you doing here? Go away. Unless you want to look at my end screen. Bye! You know, I had a friend that said that they really like my little end screen chats. So, if you like them too, give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, honey bunny, what you doing, boo boo? I want that subscribe. I want us to be friends. Let's get close, okay? Because companionship is cheap. Bye.